What's up, guys? Big Daddy Vedge here. Hope you're all doing good and well. First, I just want to thank all you guys for all the awesome feedback on the last video. Like I said, it was something totally new to me, and I'm glad it was so well received. Today, we're going to be doing something kind of similar, just sit down and talk. Not necessarily roasting people, but yeah, today's topic is straight edge. For those of you who don't know what straight edge is, it's basically the belief that if you do drugs, you're a f***ing moron. Obviously, I'm kidding. To me, straight edge just means I don't do drugs for recreation. I say recreation because obviously there are times when drugs are either extremely helpful or necessary. For example, if you're getting an operation done or if you're extremely sick and you need something to help. But we're not talking about that right now. We're talking about the average healthy person that uses drugs as a means to escape. Okay, so now that that's out of the way, this video came from an Instagram comment actually, and man, let's get into this. Hey man, genuinely curious on something. What's the point of being straight edge? What's the point of abstaining from beneficial plant medicines such as cannabis or magic mushrooms that can help you get in better touch with our spiritual side, as well as make us feel more compassionate towards animals? To me, it seems like this whole straight edge thing is just ego-driven and seems like you're trying to assert your moral dominance over people. I'd really love to hear your thoughts on this. So I'm going to be nice. Again, this isn't a roasting video. They said that they're genuinely curious and that they just want to hear my thoughts on this. But holy shit. You know, I'm actually going to go hang out with another straight veg person right now, so I think I'll ask for their opinion on it.
Transition, and I give this comment a light 3.
So first off, anyone can do basically anything for any reason. It doesn't matter if it's right or wrong. There are right or wrong reasons for doing anything, really. For example, being kind is the right thing to do, but doing it in hopes to get something else out of it would be the wrong reason. So I'm straight edge for a few reasons, one of them being sobriety. I used to drink a lot and kind of got into other things, nothing serious like crack or heroin, but I did have some friends that got into that stuff, maybe another video sometime. But from my experience, there seems to be a negative connotation with the word sober to some people. People might think that I'm a junkie or something and therefore I'm unstable or untrustworthy. So straight edge. Another reason that I'm straight edge is because I just love the culture. I love punk and hardcore music. That's kind of where all of this came from. I'm not going to give a history lesson on punk right now, but that's basically, straight edge is basically rooted in punk and hardcore. Bands like Minor Threat really paved the way. There's tons of bands that I've listened to and loved before I was straight edge, like Minor Threat, Rise Against, Title Fight, Have Heart. There's just so many that are either fully straight edge or have straight edge members that brought so much influence to my own music. By the way, there's always a link to my music in the description if you're interested, and there's more stuff on the way, I promise. And the most important reason to me, and I guess the reason I got sober in the first place, was just being present, being clean, being myself. And this is the main reason why straight edge is even a thing, in my opinion. Just being in absolute control of yourself and your actions, being present, not depending on anything, and not harming your body in the process. Okay, so let's really dissect this comment right now. They said, what's the point of abstaining from beneficial plant medicines, such as cannabis and magic mushrooms, that can help you get in better touch with our spiritual side, as well as make us feel more compassionate towards animals? Okay, there are some medicinal benefits from certain drugs and plants. I already went over that. If someone is absolutely dying or like suffering really bad from a debilitating disease, like they can hardly eat, yes, weed can stimulate your appetite. Now, I would recommend that they ingest it through means other than smoking, because obviously smoke of any kind is bad on the lungs. I think that 99% of straight edge people would agree that if there was a cancer patient who wanted to take some oils or pills or edibles or something just to help with the chronic pain and lack of appetite, but they avoided drinking or any other drugs and really wanted to be present, I mean, they could claim edge. But the really ignorant and triggering part of this comment is the fact that they're saying weed and shrooms can make you more in touch with your spiritual side and more compassionate towards animals. What? First off, anyone who says spiritual side probably isn't spiritual or enlightened or whatever they think they are. Second off, if you need substances like weed and shrooms to be in touch with that spiritual side, you're definitely not spiritual. Spiritual people are always spiritual. Not just when they feel like tapping into that side of themselves, and certainly not when they're under the influence of a mind-altering drug. And to say that these things make you more compassionate towards animals, ooh, I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say that there's at least a couple 100,000 vegans that have never tried psychedelics. And on the other hand, I'm sure there are tons of people, maybe an equal amount of people, that have tried psychedelics and celebrated their trip with a fucking Happy Meal. I happen to personally know several people on both sides of that, when in fact, I don't even know anyone who credits them being vegan to drugs. I can name a few people that want to eat plant-based, and they've tried to eat plant-based, but every time they get drunk or high, there's animal products, and they just want to stuff their face. Real spiritual, right? I never really like putting people down for their opinion, but this person stated their comment as if it was a fact that drugs make you spiritual and vegan, which clearly is not the case. It's just wrong. They're wrong. They went on to say that straight edge seems ego-driven, and it seems like you're trying to assert your moral dominance over people. Anyone who knows me personally knows that I have the opposite of ego. I've basically had low self-esteem my entire life, from childhood to drinking every day to almost 7 years sober. Absolutely no ego here, nor have I seen ego from any of my straight edge friends or people that I know. I'm sure that they're out there, but they're egotistical people from all walks of life. And I've got way more friends, some lifelong friends that are not straight edge or sober or anything. Some of them are even helplessly addicted to certain things, and all I do is offer my time and support when they want it. I don't judge them because I was once there, and for those who drink responsibly on occasion and aren't hurting anyone else by it, there's nothing immoral about that. Just don't get behind the wheel, don't hurt others, and don't blame these substances for the decisions that you make. And people even say the same thing about veganism. There are tons of people that are of the belief that vegans are ego-driven, judgmental, protein-deficient pussies that just want to assert their moral dominance over others. And I'm sure that there are vegans like that because, like I said, there are wrong reasons to do the right thing. But for the true straight edgers and the morally supreme straight veggers, it's not about being better than everyone else. It's just about doing what we personally think is best for us. And as Life Ruiner said, I don't need to be straight edge to be better than you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a thumbs up. If you didn't, I'm sorry. I really hope this video wasn't too ego-driven. I hope I didn't establish my moral dominance over you. If you like this content or want other content, please let me know in the comments below. If you have no opinion, just say hi. I'll say hi back. It'll be nice. You can follow me on my socials, even though I really only use Instagram. Links are in the description. Thank you again for watching. I appreciate your support. Go Vedge.
Position.
Sorry, okay, go.